Today we will start from creating a database. However, these are lab oriented, but as much possible, I would like to explain it. Creating a database. In Microsoft Access, there are two ways to create a database, either by using a template or creating a blank database. So here we strike a word template. So first I will reveal what is a template. Template literally means a thing that is used as a model for producing other similar examples. A template is document type that creates copy of itself. Moreover, a template is predefined page layout with fonts, margins and styles. We can say that a template is a ready-made application that is ready to use. It contains, if we create a database using template, then it already contains its database objects like tables, queries, forms and reports. That is, if we use template to create a database, we don't need to create its objects. These all objects are required to perform a particular task. So creating a database using templates, the steps has been given in the book. We will follow these steps during the lab to create a database. So we will move ahead. And the next method to create a database, we can also create a database from scratch. That is, if we will if we will create a database using a scratch, then we will create a blank database. Then we would need to create its all objects like tables, queries, forms and reports. This will also be we all do during the lab. Or you can follow the steps. If you want to create it right now, you can follow the steps from the book and create it. The next is views of a table. We can work on a table in two views, design view and dataset view. These both view have particular task, particular objectives that we will use this both view accordingly. In design view of the table, we can enter the field name, their data types and description. That is, design view is used to enter the field name, data types and description. Design view is further divided into two parts, field grid pane and field properties pane. In field grid pane, we can define the field names, their data types and description. We all are familiar with the field name and data type also. Data types will be explained later in this video and its description also. And field properties pane. This section is used to set properties for the fields defined in the table. This topic will also be explained later in this video. And the next view is dataset view. Dataset view is used to enter data in a table. As we say that design view is used to create the field name, that is to enter the field name, data types, but dataset view is used to enter data in a table. After creating the design of the table using design view, we can enter, that is we would need dataset view to enter the data in the table. This view displays the tables as grid, that is intersection of rows and columns, that is called grid. The fields are displayed as columns and records are displayed as rows. The field names are listed as the column header. When we double click on the table name in the navigation pane, it opens the table in the datasheet view. Switching between views means to go to another views from one. MS Access allows us to switch from one view to another by following either of the two options. Click on the View button present in the Views group, either on the Home tab or Fields tab in the Views group, and select the desired views, that is Design View or Dataset View, as we can see in the figure 2.7. Or the next method is click on the Design View or Dataset View buttons at the right corner of the status bar. I would like to use second, as views can be changed very quickly using the second method. Now next is adding a table. Regardless of how we have created our database, we can add new tables to an existing database in various ways. Existing database means the database that we have already created. These are adding table in the design view, adding tables in the datasheet view, and adding tables using the table templates. The methods by which so far we saw to create a database, in all those we can add table after creating the database. Adding table in design view. To add table in design view, we just click on the table design button on the create tab in the table group. A table will be created and opened in the design view. Now we can add fields. Further, after adding table, we need to add fields. For each field in the table, type a name in the field name column and then press the tab key to move to the data type column. However, these are also lab oriented. That will be discussed or done during the lab. So I would like to move ahead. The next is adding table in datasheet view. We can also add table in datasheet view. When we create a blank database, Access creates a table automatically. We can either customize this table or create another table by using the Create tab. To create a table in the datasheet view, click on the Create tab and select the Table button in the Tables group. A new blank table will be created and opened in the datasheet view. Now we can add field in the datasheet view accordingly. Rule for naming a field. As we already know that a table has multiple fields and each field is unique to a table. That is, each field consists of particular data. That is, each field consists the similar data. Each field has its own name and data type. Following are some rules for naming a field. That is, first, a field name can range from 1 to 64 characters. We must care about this. A field name consists the name the length of 1 to 64 characters. A field name can include letters, numbers, and some special characters. Generally, the underscore sign is used. A field name cannot start with a blank space. The next, a field name can be in the upper, lower, or mixed case. A field name cannot have a period, that is dot, exclamation, brackets, or the grab account. We can change the properties of a field name, that is storage size, format, and validation rule by specifying certain characteristics in the field properties pane. It will be discussed later. Now the data types. It is one of the most important terms in the database. As we all are familiar with data types, I have already explained it in the previous class while studied programming. So data types means types of data that may contain some specific types of data. For example, the text data or number data. Every table consists of field and every field has its own set of properties, which describes the characteristics and behavior of data added to that field. The most important property for a field is its data type. That is, which type of value that field will contain. It is depicted by data types, and we must define it before entering the data. That the given field will consist which type of data. A field's data type determines what type of data we can enter into a field. For example, a field whose data type is number, the given field will consist only the numeric data type. It will not accept any other data type like text or any other. You are requested to go through the table. However, I will read just that table for your convenience. I will explain the data types and its functions. So first data type is short text. It is used to store text or combination of text and numbers that doesn't require calculation. That is, the short text can consist text or combination of text and numbers, but we cannot perform calculation on these. Examples are addresses and phone numbers that may consist number and text. The fields with this data type can have a maximum of 255 characters. That is, if we define a field as short text, we can't enter more than 255 characters in that field. The next is long text. It stores text and numbers up to 65,536 characters. It is used for descriptive fields. We can see that short text and long text consist the same data types, but the difference lying between them is that the storage capacity of long text is much more than that of short text. And the next is number. As the name suggests, it stores only numeric information that we can use for calculations. That is, we can perform calculation on this data type. A number data type can store integer values as well as decimal values, that is floating point numbers. The maximum size of a number field can be 16 bytes. Next is date and time. Date and time is a data type in database. It stores date and time. As the name suggests, it stores date and time values. That is, if we need to enter date and time in the field, then we will set that field, the type of data type of that field as date and time. We can display dates and times in various formats. The maximum size used by this data type is 8 bytes. Calculations related to date and time can be done in this field type. The next is currency. As the name suggests, this data type is used to store monetary data up to 8 bytes. The next is auto number. It generates a sequential number whenever a new record is added to a table. The value in the auto number field cannot be changed. It stores data as 4-byte values typically used to create an identify column which uniquely identifies each record in a table. Generally, first field in the database table is such type of data type, that is auto number, and we can't change it. The next is yes or no. This data types is used at place where the field can have only one possible values, that is yes or no. It can either be true or false, yes or no, or on or off. For example, students can either be a male or a female. Next is OLE object. This is used to embed an object created in another application such as Microsoft Word document, Excel spreadsheet, or PowerPoint presentation into the access table. It stores up to 2 GB of data. Next is hyperlink. We have all studied it in the previous class. Hyperlink is a special link. The hyperlink data type can store links to web pages, websites, files on the internet, or LAN on our computer. It stores up to 1 GB of data. Its storage capacity is much more than other. As it links a file, maybe large, so its storage is up to 1 GB of data. Attachment. This data type allows us to attach images, spreadsheet files, documents, charts, and other types of supported files to the records in our database, much similar to the manner we attach files to the emails. Calculated. Calculated data type is used when a user creates table fields that calculate values. The calculations can include values from fields in the same table as well as built-in access functions. This data type is used mostly in case of queries, forms, and tables. In the last is lookup wizard. A lookup wizard helps us to create a field whose values are chosen from the values in another table, query, or list of values. By default, Access sets lookup fields to the number data type.